All right. Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. I'm Fox 19 Now First Alert Meteorologist Brad Maushart, live in the Fox 19 Now streaming center with some good and bad news. You know, there always has to be some bad news in there, right? It's a little gloomy outside. I don't know if I've ever been this excited to see the gloom return to Cincinnati. It's a blanket of clouds. It's helping to hold temperatures down for now. It's not going to last for the entire day. We will see some breaks in those clouds this afternoon with a southerly breeze. I can say that. Temperatures are going to jump back up into the mid-80s. We're in the mid-70s, though, right now. Really comfy outside. A little sticky, maybe. A little bit more humid. You'll notice that difference. And you'll also, maybe, notice a little bit of difference in the daylight later today. We are losing 1 minute of daylight, and that number is going to continue to increase. We're going to continue to accelerate the daylight loss until we hit the about September 16th to October 2nd time frame. That is when we will lose 2 minutes and 31 seconds. That's the most we lose at a given time during that window. So we'll be losing over 2.5 minutes per day. Right now, losing a minute a day. But sunset times are still late. We're still after 9 o'clock. That runs through, I forget the date, but it's later this month. Until we start to jump back before that 9 o'clock time frame. So enjoy it. We will see some sunshine, like I said, as we work way through the day today. Not going to be gloomy all day long or rainy all day long, just widely scattered, if not, scattered thunderstorms later on today. It's rain right now, a few rumbles of thunder over in Adams County, but the later we get in the day, a little bit more of that daytime heating, a few peaks of sun. We will see a few isolated storms popping back up, but more of us than not are going to stay dry through the first half of the weekend. Now, this forecast has changed a little bit from yesterday. Been keeping an eye on some of the model runs, and yesterday, the one model I was showing you had most of that rain coming in Saturday evening, right, with a cold front, or in this time of the year, slightly cooler than hot front, right? That has backed up. It's slowed down again, and it's pushing it more so towards Sunday now for the arrival of that front. So that looks to be the better of the rain chances through the weekend. Whereas Sunday looked to be a little drier. Now it looks like Sunday will be the wet day. Saturday is going to be a little bit drier outside. Not completely dry. We'll still see a chance for a few isolated storms outside. But that, again, a little bit of a change, a welcome change for many that were headed down to TQL Stadium Saturday for the Hell is Real soccer derby. So if you're headed to that Saturday, looking a little bit better, at least in the rain department. When it comes to temperatures, lesser rain chances mean that the temperatures are going right back up. So we'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. But for right now, yes, we have a chance for rain each and every day of this forecast, but none of the days are washouts. Even Sunday, not a washout. But that's when we'll see our next best chance for rain anyway. Up until then, some nuisance stuff rolling on through, some sprinkles out there. Looking back live at the Hall of Justice. It's behind me. It's in the screen over, I can't point to things because this isn't a real chroma key, over here. This was in the new Superman movie. I don't know if you've heard about it yet, but they put this in the Superman movie. Of course, it was the original model, kind of for the Hall of Justice when that came out. It's the largest half dome in the Western Hemisphere, and we're sitting at 79 degrees there downtown. 80 up at Hamilton, 79 in Batesville. Again, most spots mid to upper 70s because we're still seeing a lot of that gloom outside. But off to the west, take a look over at Terre Haute and Evansville. Sun is just now starting to peak out. Expect those temperatures over there to jump up pretty quick. You can see the clearing line here off to the west of where we're expecting some of that sunshine here in the next couple of hours. It's starting to just now cross into Indiana. Bloomington will see it soon. Indy will see it soon. Just some light nuisance stuff hanging around. We saw a few rumbles of thunder with that storm right there that pushed through Adams County. Probably about 25, 30 lightning strikes from that before it moved on out. Adams County drying out a bit. That was the worst of the rain so far today. But like I said, with some of that daytime heating later on, we could see a storm or two rolling on through. So not going to be completely rain-free through the day today. It does look like the later we get in the night, the drier we will be there. A lot of sunshine back there to the west, so do expect at least a little free vitamin D before your Wednesday wraps up. Low swinging through the Great Lakes, wreaking havoc today, but high pressure there over Lake Superior will kind of take over as we work our way through the rest of this week, leading to just spotty rain chances for your Thursday and a slim chance at best both Friday and Saturday. Now, again, the problem with that is temperatures will start to go back up, so be prepared for that. Very summer-like Saturday. High heat, high humidity kind of day. 85 outside at Lunkin. That'll be our high temperature today. 81 in Batesville. Feels like temperatures upper 80s, low 90s, for most. So a hot day, the humidity is a little bit higher today. We have a light south wind that's helping to push that back in, so you'll feel it as you work your way out the door, but not too bad, at least for the next couple of hours before those clouds start to clear out this afternoon. Down into about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock time frame, that's when storms will start to fire up across the area. As you can see, widely scattered. With that, you could get really unlucky. We have the Reds game tonight, game number 3. I don't know what's going on. Miami's killing it lately. Reds going to get half the series if we win tonight and tomorrow with the Marlins. At this point, I'm kind of making deals with myself and what the Reds can do with this series. Still 5 games left in this big homestand. Yeah, I can add, right? 5 games left, 2 with the Marlins, 3 with the Rockies coming up. Game tonight is 7:10. If you are downtown, this particular model, which we like, does pop up a storm right within the 275 loop. Of course, this model might not know that we have the I-275 deflector shields out there that keep all the rain away every day. So we will see what plans out. But just know that if you are heading out of the game or whatnot, yeah, we could have some storms out there. They're going to be quick hitters. It might delay the game briefly if we get unlucky with that. But we'll have no problem getting the game in tonight. Those spotty storms linger through the early overnight. We clear back out tomorrow morning. And then we do it all over again for your Thursday. Another round of spotty storms not out of the question. More of us, though, will be dry tomorrow than not. Just a spotty chance. Visibility. Downtown, not going to have any issues tomorrow morning. However, if you live in southeast Indiana or have any plans tomorrow to head up the 74 corridor towards Indianapolis or anywhere really through central Indiana, you're just generally heading west, look out. We could see some fog out there tomorrow morning setting up across central Indiana. Batesville area and points westward, Ripley County, Decatur County, look out for the fog tomorrow. The rest of us, yeah, you could see a little bit of pesky fog and maybe some of the river valleys, but I'm not expecting any widespread problems here for Cincinnati. It's mostly going to be off to our west tomorrow. That fog then quickly lifts. And then we'll see those spotty storms for Thursday. Temperature is very similar to today. I do think we see a little bit more sunshine. It's not going to be that layer of gloom to help keep us cool through the morning, so temperatures will jump up quick to the mid-80s, and we will see those spotty storms rolling on through. Here's Friday morning. Again, a little bit of pesky fog, not out of the question, through the river valleys especially. That lifts, and we'll see just the slimmest of chances for a storm. Friday looks like our next driest day. Here's Saturday. Here's the change from yesterday, because it does look to be a little bit better as we work our way into the first half of the weekend. It will not be rain-free. Don't hear me wrong. This will not be a rain-free day. There is a chance we could see some storms, but it's mostly going to be through central Indiana and some of our westernmost communities, but we can't rule out an isolated downpour or two around downtown. A little closer to match time for FC Cincinnati versus Columbus, a.k.a. Hell is Real. The Hell is Real Derby, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Everybody always fights over what to call that, Derby or Derby. If you are going to be downtown for that, expect to sweat it out. I don't think we see any widespread rain or storm issues. That is a change from yesterday, because yesterday it had the cold front coming through right around match time, which would have led to more storms and some messy conditions. This one, you can see the front is still well off to the west. It does not push through now until Sunday. So that's why we watch the models. You get a general feel for things, and then, once we get a little closer to the event, we can pin down the timing. So in this case, the timing has pushed itself back. Saturday looking better, at least in the rain and storm department. However, much like those Club World Cup matches, if you went to any of those, or the U.S. women's national team, you're going to sweat. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Temperatures are going to be pushing back into the upper 80s, maybe even sneaking into the 90s. That's something we'll keep an eye on. Those temperatures have been trending up, too. Yesterday we had it at about 85, 86 degrees. Now I have it up to 89. And it looks like it might even be warmer than that. And it feels like temperatures are going to try to push much of the afternoon into the triple digits. So very similar to those Club World Cup matches of just a couple weeks ago. Just be prepared for that. I think the heat's going to be the biggest issue, because I know a lot of people are going to be out for much of the afternoon to celebrate that game and whatnot, and all the trash talking downtown and whatever going on with Columbus. But if you're going to be out and about for that, please incorporate a lot of water into your plans. There are any other outdoor plans this week? And I know not everybody's going to the soccer match, but especially for Saturday, because Saturday looks to be the hotter and the drier of the 2 days. Not completely dry again, but there is, like I said, a really good chance to see some high heat, high humidity. Sunday, here comes the front. That cold front, or as this time of the year I like to call them, slightly cooler than hot fronts. That dives through Sunday. giving us our better chances for rain and storms outside. Again, not a washout. There will be some dry time, but be cautious with the outdoor plans on Sunday. Monday, scattered showers linger. That turns to a slim chance on Tuesday. And then another scattering of storms pushes in on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday is another important day out there. I did not put together, dadgummit, I knew it. I forgot that I was doing this here at noon, and I did not put down to the 7-day, but I'll show you here in a second. I'll just make one for you real quick. But we do have on Wednesday another FC Cincinnati match. It's a midday match, or midweek match, and we know that's important. This match, it's going to probably be packed. Tickets are very expensive, and the reason why is that Miami's in town. And if you know anything about soccer, Messi's on that team, and it makes things miserable. If you're going to be out there for that, not too messy for the match, but there is a chance for storms out there next week, too. So that's something we'll keep an eye on. For midweek, the 16th of July. We are just flying by this year. Estimated rainfall, this runs all the way through the next 7 days, so all the way through next Thursday. On average, places should receive about an inch of rainfall. Most of that is going to come in through the day Sunday. Not everybody gets this wet. Some spots a little less, some spots a little more. So again, don't take these numbers as verbatim as exactly what you're going to see. It's a model. It gives you an idea of what to expect around the area. A lot of areas, as you can see, are over an inch of rain. So that gives me an idea that most areas will be right around 3/4 of an inch to an inch, right? Other areas could see much less. And the reason why is that this is not just a widespread swath of rain. Those are pretty easier to get an idea of where the heaviest downpours are going to be and how much rain, on average. But these storms are going to be the summer-like pulse-type storms, so some areas might pick up a quick inch of rainfall just today if we see some storms this afternoon. And again, that's hard to pinpoint on some of these models. So generally, on average, most places should see about ½ inch to an inch of rainfall. Weekend forecast. We're going to wait through Saturday and Sunday. Again, this is a flip-flop of yesterday. There is a chance for storms Saturday, but it's a lesser chance, just a slim chance, which is good news for Saturday. Not a zero chance, but a slim chance. Sunday looks to be more wet and stormy and a little bit cooler, back to 84 degrees. Look at that. It's fiery. It's the hell is real forecast for Sunday. If you're headed down to the stadium, watch out for Evil Gary. 89 degrees. That is the pre-match temperature. So we're talking like 4, 5, 6 o'clock, right? Upper 80s. Feels like temperatures triple digits. Stay cool. Drink plenty of water. Hydrate. Hydrate. Kickoff at 7:30 there over at the Tickle. It's 87 degrees. Very, very warm. Again, it will be warm for you. Just be thankful you're not the players because it's worse for them. Dropping back to 83 by the time that match wraps up, with, of course, a big FC Cincinnati win over the rivals. Saturday, that feels like temperature, 103. That's what has changed in the forecast over the last 24 hours. The model backed up the cold front a little bit, and that will allow the temperatures to rise. Big warm-up for Saturday. Here is the forecast. Again, this is the AM version. The PM would have started on Thursday and worked our way through. So I will just tell you what's going to happen next Wednesday, because I'm not doing the afternoon shows. Again, I told you this a while ago, a couple streams ago. I got a little side project I'm working on that we're going to launch in early August that hopefully you like, because I'm putting a lot of time into it. But that's coming later, so you won't see me at 3 and 4. It'll be Aaron Ashley, meteorologist Aaron Ashley at 3 and 4. Steve comes in at 5. The Chief, you can check him out later on this afternoon. But with that said, here is the AM version, the morning version that I've been using here this morning of this 7-day forecast. I will even pull it up even larger so you can see it better. Reds in town, two more at the Marlins. Come on. By the way, another fun fact, just stepping on the sports people's toes. The Reds are the only team in professional baseball right now, in the MLB, in Major League Baseball, that have not been swept this year. I'm knocking on wood, so I don't ruin it. Let me knock on the wood door. All right. They're the only team in baseball that has not been swept this year by any teams. So they're going to win one of these 2 games to the Marlins. It'll happen. It'll probably happen tonight. They'll take half the series and win both games. And then we'll sweep the Rockies. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Reds are in town there too. It was a 7-day home stretch. Rough start, but we'll pick it up. The next 5 games are ours. Guaranteed. You can say the weatherman told you so. In that stretch, Friday, just a slim storm chance. That's great because it's a fireworks Friday. Good night for that. Saturday, same with FC Cincinnati hosting the U. From Columbus. 89. It's just going to be a hot day Saturday. That's the biggest deal out there. Just a slim chance for storms in the afternoon or mostly west of downtown. Sunday, the rain and storm threat picks up. That's our best chance of rain in the next 7. Monday, scattered storms linger. And then Tuesday looks like just a slim chance. I should also note the 175th Warren County Fair picks up on Monday. That's when that begins. Scattered storms to start, and just a slim chance for Tuesday. What else? Tuesday is also the All-Star game. You can catch that here on Fox, Tuesday the 15th. Just a slim chance for storms that day, 88 degrees. You can tell when the rain chances go down because the temperatures jump up about 5 degrees, 3 to 5 degrees in most spots. 88 feels like temperatures very warm again Tuesday. And then Wednesday. Wednesday is your bonus day here. I did not do the forecast on a PM version. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because I'm not doing it today, generally. But next Wednesday, another scattering of storms, something to keep an eye on, because FC Cincinnati is home again on the 16th, next Wednesday, the Wednesday just after the 7-day ends on the screen. They're hosting Inter Miami next Wednesday. That'll be a late kick on a midweek with everyone's most favoritist soccer player. Yeah, he's here. He'll be here. He'll probably play. So we'll see what happens with Wednesday. But it's a long ways out right now. The early look ahead says 86 for a high with a scattering of storms. So let me check the old Facebooks and see if we have any questions. When is it going to get back to normal? About 50 or 30? Yeah. It's Robert asking when we're going to get back to 50 or 30. Probably not for a while. I would say, the next best chance of that's probably late September, if I had to guess, if we're ever going to get that chilly again. Anytime soon. Maybe overnight lows late August if we're lucky. But high temperature-wise, certainly not until September or October. Normal high temperature for the entire month of July. It's our hottest month on average. 86 all the way through. So an 86 high. So you can tell we're within a degree or two. Generally, most of this forecast, there's not a lot of big ups and downs. That's good news when it comes to severe weather. But obviously, just summer-like, but soggy summer-like. Some of our summers, it's just dry for about a month, it seems like, and we don't see a drop of rain. I'll take this because, if it means, not having to deal with fire danger, not having to deal with, really atrocious heat streaks, we'll take this. And little breaks here and there are always good. I don't have any other comments there. I don't have any other comments here. You guys are too easy today. Anywho, let's see. We'll hop back to me. Let's go, and we will fast forward here towards the end of this. No other questions out there. Don't forget, you can always follow me on the Book of Faces right there. Just search for my name, Brad Maushart. I'll pop right up, and you can follow me there. Generally, good weather information there. You also have severe weather alerts. They get posted there. You can always download the app, too. That's another great tool to have. That'll send you those push notifications whenever we have storms rolling through or any other impactful weather. We'll send you a push notification with the app. But also Facebook, good second bet there. Twitter, I don't really get much on that too much anymore, or the X, whatever you want to call it. But you can follow me there. There are also severe weather things that get posted to the Twitter, and every now and then I'll post some other good stuff on there. And then when it comes to Instagram there at the bottom, it's Call Me Brad. Call me Brad. Don't call me, but call me Brad. That is more so personal things, out and about. Sometimes, if I'm going to any more Burger Week stuff this week, you might see me eating a hamburger on there. I don't know. Some birds, all kinds of good stuff. Nature photography. I dabble in the photography, so you can catch some of those pictures on there. Either way, you can follow me on any of those sites. Let's hop back to the 7-day, and then we will wrap it up for you. As promised, about 20 minutes worth of streamage today. Great talking to a few of you. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, a little bit warmer this afternoon again. Let me go ahead and throw this up full screen for you so you can see it. 85 today. Big warm up into the first half of the weekend with lesser rain chances expected for Hell is Real on Saturday there. 89 degrees outside. Woo, it's going to feel like the triple digits. Drink a lot of water, folks. 84 on Sunday. Best rain chances the next 7 days, rolling in on Sunday with a slightly cooler than hot front. That'll give us a brief break in the humidity late Monday into Tuesday, but you can see what happens right after that. Temperatures waste no time getting back into the upper 80s for Tuesday with a slim chance for thunderstorms. Our Wednesday of next week, about a 50-50 shot for showers and thunderstorms, scattered at times. Another FC Cincinnati home match, so we have 2 here in the next 7 or 8 days. Get outside, enjoy the dry weather where you can. Soggy stretch continues with only some minor ups and downs. Enjoy your Wednesday, everybody.